getting ready. We are, let's see, 5 days out before we leave to get over to San Diego, where we're going to cross the border over there. But I wanted to show you guys this because it looks like this would probably be a very good idea if you're going to go down to Baja and walk the beaches, the rocks, do some hiking, and they look super comfortable. So here's what we did. We've got these at, pretty cool. Actually picked these up at DSW, and I think the price was fair. It was like $79. Check out the sole. That's what kind of sold me. Kind of makes sense. It's a nice aggressive sole. It's hard, so when you're walking on rocks and sharp rocks especially, which we've learned, can push right through a soft sole. They're not going to go through this, and they're pretty thick. Here's the other thing I like is that they have this little lip on it to help keep the rocks and sand out, but yet it's open enough where you can rinse your foot off if you get a rock into there and it'll come right out. So yep, I picked a pair up for Jessica, picked a pair up for myself. So these are going to be our newest additions. So yeah, we're going to see how they do. Very excited. But yep, 5 days out and we should be ready to go. I'm ready I'd like to leave now, but we're not. Still got some work to do. So we'll be showing you some of the other stuff that I've been doing to get it ready. But stay tuned. These shoes, I'm gonna put them on. They should be super comfortable. All right, I got the shoes on. Just as predicted, they are pretty comfortable. Not gonna lie. They look decent. Yeah. I think these are going to be a nice addition. We'll report back. We'll tell you exactly how they do throughout this trip. Should be about 12 to 15 days. So stay tuned. It's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, so you saw the Starlink. We're getting ready to mount that up, but I wanted to show you what I picked up to mount it on the roof. It's going to go on the roof of the Tundra, otherwise known as Thor. And I picked out one in particular that has like a little angle on it, so that if we're going down the road, because I plan on leaving it up there, it's going to act like a wind dam and kind of help push it down. And I went with a magnetic one. I'm going to show you here in a second, which I think is better than the suction cup ones, because the suction cup ones, my concern being that I'm going to put it in the center of the roof high, is that I'm not going to go up there and check it all the time to make sure the suction cups are holding down. So the magnetic ones seem to be a better choice for me. The Star Gear. Now, this is how it comes. I did open it earlier because I was just playing around with it. I couldn't resist. It comes in a box, shows up just like that. These little cups were in here, so you just take them off, but I'll show you here in a second. It comes up. Instructions are super easy. Literally, they send you even the tool, if I can get it out of here, that clamps it on. And what you do is you take that little wrench, which is a hex head, put these magnet things on, and all they did, they screw right in. Super easy. I might put a little Loctite on that just to make sure they stay on there, although they won't vibrate off. But you clamp you take the bracket off your Starlink, which I showed you earlier, and you click it into here, tighten down those little bolts right there, and boom, you're good to go. And it should, see that angle right there? Should be just enough to angle that Starlink Mini down at an angle, and I'm going to put that facing forward, and we should be good to go. And then we'll run the cable out the back and should be all set. Yeah, I'll let you guys know how this does, but I'll show you here in a little bit once I get that mounted up. But pretty cool. This was an Amazon product. I'll put it down in the description so you can see it. But yeah, we'll do that. And then we also ordered a cord for it. We're going to be plugging it into the USB-C in our Blue Yeti solar charger. And this plug, another Amazon product, comes with multiple ways of charge. I don't think it'll give enough juice just in case off of that one, so we're going to be using the USB-C port. And there's a third one somewhere that you can charge too. But yeah, I'll put both of these in the description so you have it. And they do come with a little, something I want to make sure, that waterproof connector right there. So I didn't want to, since I'm planning on leaving it up there. Not that we're going to have any weather, but better to know, have it waterproof than to find out down the road that, yeah, caught some rain and the dish is fried, which I don't think it'll fry, but definitely not going to be happy. So, and for our little excursion here, here's another thing we picked up. What is that for? Oh, that's for a pair of pliers. You strap it to your side, I guess. Anyway, we picked up these little crab lures. Open one up for you. Came 3 to a box. And one of the beaches that we're going to head to, which I can't remember the name right now, there we go, has some crabs in it. And I'm thinking if we can catch our own fresh crab, we're going to make it up for dinner one night and show you guys. We have a great recipe for it. But yeah, you put some bait in there, throw it, attach this to your fishing line. You set it out there and wait, and then when the crabs crawl in it, they get in these little loops that they create. You'll feel a slight tug, and once you feel the tug, you pull it tight, the loop's tight around their legs, and voila, you got them. I'll show you more when we get out there. But anyway, I was kind of excited for these to show up. This is a cool little kit. They sent us that, and then there was something else he sent us. Up some weights. It looks like some leader line. And then there was one other thing they gave us too. But that. This way you know you have a legal limit crab. So you put it on each end and you can see, but you can keep it or you gotta throw it back. I'm not sure of all the laws in Mexico, but we're gonna find those out. And we'll definitely be using this. So yeah, stay tuned. We'll have some delicious crab. Okay, I'm back. So here we have the Starlink. So check it out. Starlink Mini. We picked this up at Best Buy, actually, $2.99. I think they're all $2.99 everywhere. And I shopped around. There's really no discount on it. I thought maybe I'd be able to slide one in, but there wasn't. And I did open the box at a time, but here's what it pretty much comes with. It comes packaged like this. Little protective cover to hold that. There is the Starlink. There's a bracket that we're not going to use this bracket because it's going to go into that. We're going to use that bracket, which will click into right here, and then we'll bolt it in. There's not a lot to it. Here's the manual. Honestly, you can go through and you can read all this. We're going to take it with us on this trip. But I doubt if we'll read it. Since we have Starlink, we're going to be able to have access to the internet, so it'll be great. There's a power inverter, so we can plug the power cord in to run off of AC. But I bought the adapter. We're going to run this off of DC, which is right here. It's that cord, and you can see we have a couple options. We can run off the cigarette lighter, or we can run it off the USB-C, which is what I'm planning on doing. But it's kind of nice with this cord. It was, I don't know, 11 bucks or so. I have the option, depending on what kind of power demand I have on the inside, I can run either or. So, great item. And of course, you saw this. We bolted that all up. I was playing around with this just a little bit ago before, and it wasn't on camera, but I put it up on top where I think I'm gonna leave it. And oh my God, those magnets right there, super powerful. There are 4 of them. Literally, once I put it in position, I almost couldn't get it off. I literally had to work it incredibly hard. So this isn't going anywhere. So it's going to be a great setup for us. Again, this link for this one will be inside the descriptions. And right now, today, what we're going to do, we're going to bolt the Starlink dish to that. So here we go. Okay, so we got the Starlink here. We'll take this out of the box. It's pretty simple. It's pretty clean. It's well designed, closed. There's some numbers right here. Won't put that too much on camera. That are very important. You're going to want to write those down. They put a little deal right here to keep this little port waterproof. So you're going to leave that one on, and then that's the one we're going to use to run our cord into. So, oh, I forgot. They did give us that. That came in the box too. What we're doing, and it does come with a long cord. And this one is, I believe, if I can find the end, it's the AC adapter, the AC end on both ends. So this is designed to go into that. So plug that into there. Got the waterproof gasket, but we're not going to run it off AC because it'll kill our solar generator pack quicker. So we're going to leave that one there. We're going to use the other cord, but we'll have it. Okay, now as far as this, I guess this would be a good time to read the instructions. So we're going to do that. Okay, that's why it helps to read the instructions. I'm used to, usually like, I think most guys, you just like, yeah, I'll figure it out. Take a quick glance at it. Yeah, I can do this. Who needs instructions, right? You need instructions on this one. But again, it was so simple that if I just looked at it sooner, I wouldn't have struggled with it. So here we go. So what we do is we had to take out this piece, which comes designed to fit in there. That comes out. I tried, whoops, almost slid off. I tried putting that on, but little key. It had two little screws, one right there and then one right there, that were in. What those screws do is they put just enough tension on here that there's a little tab right here on both sides that'll connect to the back of this Starlink dish, which is right there. Two tabs. So with those two tabs tightened, you can't get it on. You loosen them off, take them off, clicks right in, and then you tighten it on. So that's what I'm going to do. But one of the keys that you need to do with this is connect the cord first, because I noticed if you don't, trying to get the cord in there is going to be a little bit of a chore, and why not just do it now while it's apart, and makes a lot more sense. So here we go. Okay, this end is opposite of the three options for power supply. So this is power, that goes into Starlink. Power, Starlink. This one we're going to use either the USB-C or we're going to use that. So stay tuned. Now we're going to grab this, get this lined up. We're going to make sure we feed the cord through there. So, because it's going to wind up right here. So when you slide it in, they designed this really good. So you grab it, you push it in, and it's going to want to stop kind of at the beginning. Keep pushing it, and then you'll feel it lock in. It's a good watertight seal. No water will be getting in there. Plus the way we have it laid out, it's going to keep a lot of water out. But like I said, I ran it through there so that it fits nice and neat. So now we're going to tighten this down. Put the cord through. Like I said, we're going to push it in. You'll feel a little click. Now it's all the way installed. As you see down in there that the cord is all the way in and obstruction free. It's not bent or kinked. Set the little plug for the other side is in. Nice and tight so no water gets in there. And we're good to go. So now those two little screws right there are going to go in. It's going to lock the Starlink into the base. Got that started. Now, this is why Starlink sends you this little special screwdriver. It's designed to fit on these little locking heads in here. So put that in there. And you can see right away it starts putting pressure on the tabs to help lock in the Starlink. Pretty clever design. Smart engineers. And remember, when you're putting these on, don't tighten them up all the way one side. Tighten it up one side till it's fairly snug, then go back to the other side. snug that in, like right about there. We go back to this side, tighten a little more, and then this side, and then we should be good to go. I feel about the same tension. Nice and tight, both sides. Not too tight because you don't want to strip it. And that's not going anywhere. Okay. I think that was the toughest part of the whole install. Now I'm going to go throw it up on the top. Mount it up there. I'm going to feed the cable in through the door for right now, just for the setup process. And then I'm going to feed it through the between the cab and the camper shell, because when we're traveling, we'll have that back window open on the cab of the truck and on the back of the camper shell, and all the cables will be running through. But for now, we're just going to run it through the cab of the truck to get the setup set up, and then we'll get the rest of it going. So, okay, here's where we're at. We're on the cab of the truck. Here's our center line, lined up with radio fin. We got our antenna here for our GMRS radio, and I put it on a swivel one because I know we're going to hit stuff with that. Tighten that down, make sure that's all good, and then Starlink is going to go right dead center, and I'm going to put it a little forward because I don't want it to get blocked by the cargo box in case we're at a strange angle. But check it out, here's why I got it. You see the angle? That's going to help it stay on. I've got an idea of maybe putting a little bit of rubber gasket here. That'll help keep it a little more aerodynamic so wind doesn't get into there, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Got a pretty good rake on it, and the cable's going to go this way. That's going to go there, and yeah, that literally, you are not going to lift that off the top. That is on there. I think the paint will come off before you can lift that off. So, okay, next is the programming. Coming up.